Yes, good evening class. This is Anyole Alvin Angozo. I'm going to present for you the summary of effective software project management. This is a guide to managing successful software projects. Okay, let's dive into the action. The first concept in development of the software is there is a concept called the software crisis. This often fails to meet consumer requirements. Let's say someone develops a software whereby the software fails to deliver some of the qualities which the people want. The people may want maybe the software to maybe like an app to be able to message each other or to send videos to each other, but if the app is not capable of doing that, then that will become a software crisis. Then software often are high cost. There are high costs and difficult in maintenance. Even let us take an example of the Microsoft. There are those messages that often come. Your software is not licensed. What you need to install the new package of the software. Those are the high costs we are talking about. Then there is poor project management and low productivity contribute. This one, there is often difficulty in managing projects. Let's say dealing with the resources. If someone does not, maybe the project manager misuses the resources, that will be the result. Yes, that's what I can say about software crisis. We have project management. This includes planning, staffing, directing, and monitoring. Once someone is ready to start up a project, the person often has to plan. You have to plan, lay out the plan, very detailed plan. Then you have to do staffing, directing, and monitoring. Then project managers handle feasibility, execution, and control. That's what we are talking about here. The standards, we have PMBOK and Prince2. Yes. When we are talking about project lifecycle models, we have the waterfall model, we have the V model, evolutionary, agile, and so on. Feasibility and cost benefit analysis. Feasibility, that is the feasibility, there are often three in number. There is technical feasibility, there is financial feasibility, and operational feasibility. Then we have the cost benefits or the analysis techniques. We have ROI, we have NPV, and IRR. Then projects with high returns often carry high risks. Let's say an example is maybe setting up a poultry project. You see that kind of project. Let's say all the birds grow and none of the birds die. Maybe you have 200 to 300 birds. You're selling each at 20. Those at the end of by the time the birds grow and you sell them at that price, you multiply 20,000 by 200. How many millions are those? That's a lot of money. But again, that kind of project, that is a high return project. But the high risks they are talking about is, first of all, in growing those chickens, there are a lot of challenges. There's a disease called Newcastle. That disease can wipe out all the chickens in case one of the chickens are affected. So that is what we are talking about there. Then project scheduling. We have the PART and the CPM models for task scheduling. Then we have critical path method, which determines the project duration. Then we have Gantt charts, which visualize the schedules. Yes, we can talk about project planning. The activities in project planning, there is estimation, scheduling, staffing, and risk management. Bottom-up and top-down estimation techniques. Those are the kind of techniques we can use in project planning. Then the function points for the project size estimation. Then we're talking about this next slide, which is our 8th slide. We're talking about the cost estimation models. Yeah, you can see them on the screen. There is COCOMO 81, which is based on the regression analytics. There is COCO 2, which is the refined model for better accuracy. Cost drivers influence project cost. Part and project crashing. You can imagine that. Uses optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely time estimates. Project crashing. This is where someone deploys more resources to speed up the tasks. In any project, resources are required, but when the resources are in abundance, usually projects end up being completed within no time. Just take an example. Let's say someone is launching a project of, let me use poultry again. If the person has the resources, the money to buy the feeds for the poultry, of course now the chickens will grow very fast, on which the project will be sped up. Then we have team management and motivation. Maslow's hierarchy. Those ones are based on the needs from the basic to self-actualization in a project, the project needs. Then we have Herzberg's two-factor theory, motivators and hygiene factors, effective leadership, which ensures project success. All the project managers need to really try their best to effectively manage the projects. If it means managing resources, managing finances, they should really do their best and not divert the resources. That will speed up the project and make the project a success. Then we have resource allocation. Resource, we are talking of labor, human beings. We have equipment, materials, and time. Resource scheduling and smoothing to avoid bottlenecks. We have resource conflicts which require prioritization. Of course, when launching a project, you always have to note that the project will always have the risks, and you have to look for ways to mitigate those risks even before the project has actually begun. That will make the project successful. Then we have project monitoring and control. This involves the track process using earned value analysis, traffic light method, which is green. You see, green can be used to indicate that our project is on track, or the project is moving on well. The enough resources, maybe their finances are okay. Then amber, maybe the project that is used to indicate that the project is at risks. Then red, whereby totally the project is going astray. Once you see red, then you know that, oh God, the project is badly off. Then we have the Gantt and timeline charts for monitoring. We shall talk briefly about configuration and change management. This one tracks the software versions and changes. When we are setting up a software project, we always need to make sure that there are changes and there are different versions to ensure flexibility. Then we have the unauthorized modifications. These ones need to be prevented in every project, because once someone, let's say, launches a software project, if another party or another user that is not even within the project gets chance to get into the software systems, the person can easily alter everything and the project can easily collapse. Then we have the stability and maintainability. Change management ensures the stability of projects. We have quality assurance. The ISO 9000 process-based quality standard. We have the SEI CMM, which are the maturity levels for software process improvement. Then finally, continuous quality improvement strategies. Software reliability. This includes the probability of failure on demand, availability, uptime of the software system, and finally, reliability growth models, which improve the predictions. Then, after taking up all these stages, of course, now there is project closure, where someone now sits down and looks at how the project has gone, tries to do some evaluation and all that. Especially that is done by the administrative, the administration part of it. The final reviews, lessons learned, and achieving documents. Then we have the smooth transition and post-project completion. That's what I'm talking about. When you sit down and try to monitor how the project has gone. Yes. I beg to end here. This is what I had for today's session. We can meet the next time maybe.